Good morning, class. Misty here. Today we're going to learn the process for solving a quadratic equation when your coefficient is greater than 1. So the first question you're going to ask is 10 times 3 equals what? So it's A times C equals what? So 10 times 3, and forgive my writing because I am writing with a mouse. So if someone wants to give me a pen, a digital pen, I would greatly appreciate it. So the first question is 10 times 3 equals 30. A times C equals 30. So what two numbers, when you add them together or subtract them, will give you 13? And when you multiply those same numbers, will give you 30. So right off the bat, I know it's 15 minus 2 will give me 13. And I know 15 times 2 will give me 30. All right. So now what I'm going to do is rewrite this equation. 10 x squared plus, and I want to break this out. 15 minus 2. 15. I'm going to break this middle number out. Minus 2, negative 3 equals 0. All right. Now, 15 minus 2 will give me 13, but I need to make sure I'm bringing down these x's. Okay? Because 15x minus 2x gives me 13x. All right. Now, when you're looking at these two numbers, what number can be divided into those two numbers evenly? Or what is the greatest common factor of these two numbers? Okay, so I know 5 can go into 10, and I know 5 can go into 15. But look, I have an x squared and I have an x. So I know my greatest common factor is going to be 5x. So 5x times what number gives me 10x squared? 5x times 2x gives me 10x squared plus 5x times what number gives me 15x? So I know that's going to be 3. Now I'm looking at these last two numbers. Okay, I'm underlining it twice. So what number can go into both of these numbers evenly? So I know it's going to be a minus 1. So minus 1 goes into minus 2 how many times? Twice. Make sure you bring down the x. And minus 1 goes into minus 3 how many times? It goes in there 3. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the numbers on the outside of the parentheses. 5x minus 1. Okay? And if you notice, inside of the parentheses, it's the same thing. So you just bring that down. 2x plus 3. Okay? You set both of these to 0 and you solve. I know you know how to set these to 0 and solve. So let me just set these to 0 here. You set each one of these to 0. 5x minus 1 equals 0. And then 2x plus 3 equals 0. All right? And then you just solve. All right, let's try one more just to make sure that you understand the process. This one is 36x squared plus 12x plus 1 equals 0. Okay. 36 times 1. 36 times 1 equals 36. What two numbers, when I multiply them together, it's going to give me 36. And when I add them together, it's going to give me 12. Okay, so I know that's going to be 6 times 6 gives me 36. And when I add 6 plus 6, it's going to give me 12. All right? So now I'm going to rewrite this equation. So I'm going to rewrite it as 36 x squared plus, and I'm breaking this number out, the middle number out, 6 plus 6 plus 1. Just bringing down this 1 equals 0 because the 1 is here. I'm just bringing it down. Now 6 plus 6 is going to give me 12, but it is not going to give me 12x. So I have to make sure I'm bringing down these x's. Okay? Now, when I look at these first two numbers, okay, what number can be divided into both of these numbers evenly? Or what is my greatest common factor? Okay, so when I look at it, I know that 6 can go into 36 and 6 can go into 6. But look, I have x squared and I have an x. So I know my greatest common factor is going to be 6x. All right, so now I have to ask myself, 6x times what number gives me 36? And I know that's going to be 6x, because I need 36x squared. All right, plus 6 times what number is going to give me 6x times what number is going to give me 6x, and that's going to be 1. Now I look at the second set of numbers, 6x plus 1. So I ask myself, what number can go into both of these numbers evenly? So I know that number is going to be 1. Okay. 1 times what number is going to give me 6x? This is going to be 6x. Okay. 1 times 6x gives me 6x. Okay. Plus 1 times what number is going to give me 1? 1 times 1 is going to give me 1. And I'm setting this to 0. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to take everything that's outside of the parentheses, okay, and I'm going to put it in the first set of parentheses, 6x plus 1, okay. And if you notice inside of the parentheses, you have the same information. So you're just going to bring that down, 6x plus 1 equals 0, okay. And you set these to 0, 6x plus 1 equals 0, okay, and 6x plus 1 equals 0. And then you resolve it, okay, you solve for it. All right, this is what we're going to be going over right after your test next week. So make sure you understand this. This is how you resolve, or the process for finding the answer to a quadratic when the coefficient is greater than 1. All right, have a great day. Bye.